Hi everyone. So I woke up this morning feeling really sick. It's winter here. Give you a little peep outside. But it's also that time of year that I get really sick, generally at least once. So I woke up today feeling really heavy and tired and thinking about all the things that I have to do. And I found myself really falling into judgment, which is something that happens a lot for me, and I know for a lot of people. Pretty much everyone. And for a long time, I've been practicing non-judgment because judging everything is really exhausting. I judge myself a lot. I judge other people a lot. I judge situations and environments and life events a lot. And judgment is this constant evaluation of things as right or wrong or good and bad. And it doesn't really help to live in this world of black and white where everything is one thing or another. Because when we're constantly evaluating or analyzing and appraising these things as being one thing or another, it creates that sort of craziness in our minds. And the internal dialogue, the what some of my friends have called the shitty committee, which I really love, just goes crazy. And the mind can sort of take over when we fall into this judgment over and over and over again. And I know, at least, which is true for my mind, things that distract me from the moment, my mind will latch onto them because it knows that that is what it can use to sort of control my reality. A book that has been foundational to my life was The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And early on in that book, he talks about non-judgment, how that inner turbulence sort of constricts the flow of energy between us and the field of pure potentiality that always exists. We're literally, I think he said, squeezing the gap between thoughts. So that silent space between thoughts, that stillness, that's where our true power really lies, where we aren't thinking, or we're just being, where there's no second guessing. And when we're squeezing that gap, we're sort of suffocating our connection to that field of pure potentiality and creativity and allowance for our natural way of being. So this morning, when I woke up and I was judging being sick as a bad thing, and I was judging all the tasks and projects that I had to complete today, and I was judging the weather outside, it felt suffocating. And I knew that that is not where I wanted to operate from. Fortunately, I've had a lot of practice waking up in judgment. I've been able to at least identify it. Awareness is really the first step in overcoming this thing. And then from that point on, I know things that can help me move through this. One of them is stillness, taking some time to just sit with these feelings and really dive into them and see what there is to be uncovered there. I've also taken to these affirmations that I write. It's this little positive thing that I like to say every morning. Today I will not judge, and when I do, I will remind myself not to. So when I begin my day with the affirmation of non-judgment, it seems like a pretty good idea because it helps me embody that more and more throughout the day. And like everything, practice makes perfect. And that's the big thing of that second statement is it seems really sort of unachievable when I say today I will not judge, because this is a habituated tendency not only for me but our entire society really. So endeavoring to not judge a single thing in an entire day is a little overwhelming. So the acknowledgement that I probably will judge is really comforting because it's okay, and it gives me that permission to judge, but to make sure that I'm at least aware of it. I'm really hopeful that we can all start to embody more of these qualities that we hope to see in the world, like that internal silence, that gap between thoughts. And I so love a world where these can be tenets that we all live by, to show up for one another, to show up for ourselves, and not be so damn hard on ourselves, on one another, and on everything. So I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day full of all that your heart's calling in and of non-judgment. Goodbye.